about now, it is time to open up that Gotta Love Them Movies mailbag. All right, you guys, it is time to open up the Gotta Love Them Movies mailbag. And our first email, before we open up the first email, if you want to send an email in yourself to Gotta Love Them Movies, all you have to do is send us an email at GottaLoveThemMovies@gmail.com. By doing that, you will send your questions, your thoughts, your comments in advance, and I can prepare better answers for you and make them a main topic of the show. Send us an email. We'll make it a main topic of the show. Why not? So anyway, having said that, let's go ahead and open the first email of the day. And the first email of the day comes to us from Roberto in New Jersey. He says, "Hey, Miguel." Well, hello, Roberto. Thank you so much for joining us. So what do you think the future of 3D So what do you think the future of 3D technology is? What do you think is the future of 3D technology in films? I was just on the Real D 3D website, and the list of 3D movies coming out is very low. Also, there is no Avatar 2 listed. I love 3D movies, so this makes me sad. Well, Roberto, thank you so much for sending in that email. And in your email, you sent me the link to the Real D 3D website. So let's pull it up. This actually isn't the Real D 3D website. This actually comes to us from pro.boxoffice.com. And here they have listed, it's a 3D release calendar of the movies that they know of that are going to be coming out in 3D later this year, next year, and also in 2022. I guess also 2023. But let's just kind of go down the calendar real quick. So the movies that Real D 3D has, they're preparing for. First of all, on October 2nd, we have Wonder Woman 84. And then we have Soul coming out in November. And then we have Dune coming out in December 18th. And then The Croods 2. Why the Croods 2 needs a 3D release just before Christmas, I have no idea. Moving on to 2021, we have The Eternals coming out in 3D. We have Raya and the Last Dragon, which, if you are unfamiliar with Raya in the Last... Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought I brought this up. Hold on one second. Where's this... Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Bear with me. I totally thought that I had this the card. There we go. Okay, now you know what it is that I'm talking about. Okay, so as I move this down. Great, awesome. My apologies. Okay, so here we are on the web browser. Yes. So this is pro.boxoffice.com. They have an entire listing of all the different movies coming out in 3D this year, next year, and years to come. Wonder Woman 84, Soul, Dune, The Croods. Next year, we have The Eternals, Raya and the Last Dragon, which, if you have not seen Raya and the Last Dragon, it's a Disney movie coming out. It's an animated. It sounds really cool. I've heard really cool things about it coming out of CinemaCon in Vegas from last year. They had some really cool things to say about it. Apparently, the teaser clip that they showed at CinemaCon last year was boffo. I would very much like to see that. Anyway, going back to here, Godzilla vs. Kong. Vivo is a movie by Sony that I know nothing about. And then two Pixar movies. 2022, we also have 2 Pixar movies slated, and then in 2023 we have an untitled Star Wars film. It says Untitled Star Wars 1. Let's click on this. Let's see what happens. Let's see what this brings up. Yeah, no information about that whatsoever. Anyway, you guys, it is interesting to me that Avatar is strangely absent from this list. Avatar 2. Avatar was slated for next year, and in fact, I think it still is slated for next year. James Cameron pioneering a brand new 3D technology. Genius. Absolutely genius with Avatar, the original back in 2009, and who knows what he's going to do with it for this upcoming Avatar film. We can only assume that it's going to be bigger and better. We can only assume it's going to be incredible. I actually have no idea what's like why that isn't on the slate. But addressing your question, where did we go? There we go, Roberto, about the future of 3D technology in films. I mean, if that list is any indication, it's that 3D movies are losing their interest in audiences. The 3D technology for Avatar was revolutionary because the film the film was written around a new technology. So James Cameron created a brand new technology. He wrote the film to specifically incorporate 3D into the movie, and then they made the movie using that technology in a very specific way to present it to the audience in the way that it was meant. Other films, pretty much every other film. I can't speak for every single film out there, but the vast majority, if not all of them, are converted into 3D. So whenever we're, at the movie theater, like Wonder Woman 84 is not being shot in 3D. It's being shot in 2D. And then using 3D technology, they extrapolate certain things, the way the camera lenses work. They're able to, pick up on distance and things like that. Foreground, background within the camera itself as it's recording. So then they take that technology and they, pull the image apart, and that's where we get that 3D effect from. But that's not how James Cameron originally created the 2009 version of like the Avatar 3D stuff that we're, kind of hyped up over. So when an audience is not getting the genuine experience of 3D, they know it. You can feel it. You can feel, oh, okay, well, it's a gimmick. It's a gimmick, right? And also for someone who wears glasses, wearing those 3D glasses over my real glasses is kind of cumbersome. It's not the most enjoyable thing for me, especially now that AMC Theaters has developed the Dolby surround sound theater. That is my personal favorite movie theater in the world. I love that theater specifically for the screen, for the seats, and for the sound. Not necessarily in that order. Probably. I don't know. Maybe just jam them all together. It doesn't matter the order. I love the AMC Dolby Theater. It's brilliant. It's comfortable. It's relaxing. It's the best movie-going experience I've ever had. So if you want me to sit in another theater in like the uncomfortable seats and wear 3D glasses that are constantly slipping off, and throughout the movie I have to put them on, to a 3D film that doesn't even work that well for a movie that wasn't meant to be in 3D, it's a little annoying. And the audience can see straight through that. It's a gimmick. It's a money-making gimmick. It's, it's the same movie with a slightly different experience on top of it. 3D is not something that personally interests me. It just doesn't. For many people, it is not an experience that interests a lot of people, as I tend to be redundant. I know that there are some people that still get a kick out of the 3D experience. It's something, or even the 4D experience. Regal Cinemas have the 4D experience with the seats that kind of, go like this a little bit, and you have a seat belt. You're in a movie theater and you're wearing a seat belt. Save that for Disney World. I don't need a ride when I go to the movies. I don't need water being spit in my face. I don't need wind blowing on me as I'm watching a movie. Let me just watch the movie. That's all. I don't need all this extra stuff. So that's where I'm coming from. You may feel different. I mean, Roberta, you said that you love 3D movies. That's great. That's fantastic. But do I think it's the future of cinema? No. I don't think it's sustainable. I don't think that this particular gimmick is something that the majority of audiences are going to want to see for a sustained period of time. I don't. And I'm sorry to bring you that news, or rather that opinion. I just don't see that happening. I don't see it being that sustainable. Anyway, guys, do you have a different opinion on 3D movies? Do you love 3D movies? Is it something that you crave? Do you go to a movie specifically because it's in 3D? Like we brought up on the web browser here, this year we have Wonder Woman 84, we have Soul, we have Dune, we have The Croods 2 coming out in 3D. Next year we have The Eternals, Raya and the Last Dragon, Godzilla vs. Kong, Vivo, and then a couple of other, we have a Disney and a Pixar film coming out. Do any of these projects look interesting to you? And if they do, are you planning on going to see them in 3D? I will be honest, Dune, if Dune is filmed with the same technology as the original Avatar film, if it is filmed with the same technology as what the new Avatar film is going to have coming out, that could be interesting. It's not going to be a draw to get me to see the film. The director, Denis Villeneuve, he is the draw to get me to see that movie. It's not going to be the 3D aspect of it. Anyway, guys, do you have a different opinion? Do you have a different take on 3D movies? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Are you somewhere in the middle? Jump down in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. Okay, guys.